How's it going, everyone? It's Kevin, and this is going to be a tad bit of a soapboxy video for some of you guys out there. So if you're not into these videos, just click out, or leave a comment insulting. I mean, either way, it's not going to bother me. But this is a video for guys that are in a complicated relationship or just looking for advice. One's in a breakup process or one's post-breakup. Or girls can take something from this video too. And I just want everyone to give you some background and just to clarify some things. I'm not the most perfect guy in the world to come to with these issues. I just feel as if I have some insight that some of my friends could use and some people that watch my videos could use. So I figured I'd share these things. Now the background for this video a little bit. I recently my girlfriend broke up with me in January, a little bit while ago, but I feel as if I've grown from this, and I widely regard her as my first love. So I think I've grown from this, and I have a lot of insight to offer to those of people that watch my videos who are enveloped in a first love or post breakup or whatever. Well, whatever, so be it. If you're not in these soapboxy videos, like I said, this is going to be one of those. And the first thing that comes to mind, the first advice for a guy, and it's kind of a golden rule, but it's not necessarily hard to follow, but you can catch yourself in it quickly. One is treat her like gold. You do not want to be the guy that she goes and tells her new boyfriends or her family and whatever, your coworkers, and says, he was such an asshole and he was a prick and this is why, and don't be that guy. Be the guy she goes and tells her family, like, well, it just didn't work out, but he was a really amazing guy, he treated me like gold. And that's to say also, don't lose your cool. Don't explode over minor things, and evaluate if things are actually worth arguing about. And there are things worth arguing about. And I'm not saying to guys, take everything lying down. I'm saying, be cool and don't treat her bad. If you love her as much as you say, don't say things that would hurt her and drive her away. You don't want to do that to anybody, especially your girlfriend or significant other, whatever have you. The second one is, and this is more for a breakup thing, the hardest one to follow, even for me, is when it's over, it's over. She says, we're done, don't talk to me again. Do exactly that. If she wants you back in her life, she'll let you know. And this is very hard to accept. I mean, this will send you down that spiral more than anything else. If she says those words, it's going to hurt like a motherfucker. I guarantee it. It hurt me. But you'll be okay. You really will. Don't fight for your ex is the main point. That will hurt and prolong your pain twice as much, and it will turn you into one sappy, pathetic motherfucker if you continue to do it. So if she says it's over, let it go. It's done. Delete her out your contacts, block her on Facebook, block her on your cell phone, tear up all those fucking love letters, throw that shit away. And that's another thing. All that shit lying around, all those pictures and love letters and things like that, trash it. Those are reminders, and you don't want those things popping up. The relationship is over. It's hard to accept, but those things are only going to make things more painful. And in fact, doing those things, throwing that stuff away, is actually a good part of the healing process. It can actually help you feel better. It gives you a sense of a new slate. You know what I mean? And one of the last few points I can think of, and also very difficult, especially in my situation, my girlfriend left me in January, and a week later she was sleeping and dating a guy that she had only known for a very, very short amount of time. Made me very upset. Made me very angry. Angriest I've been in years. I don't recall being that angry at anything, to be honest. And I went out of my way to make her sad. I went out of my way to make her suffer in turn. You can ask any of my friends and anyone that knows me. I'm not one to take things lying down. But this is one of the instances in which I will tell a guy, just fucking drop it. Be the bigger person. If she does something extremely hurtful to you, she's not worth a second of your time. And that goes for girls too. If he does something harmful to you, he isn't worth your time. They don't love you then. And that's what I think. And don't be the vengeful, spiteful spirit. It's a very hard thing not to do. It's human nature in general. And I'm not even going to guarantee that I may not be that type of person again in the future, but I'm going to try my best, and I think you all should try to do these things too, because it makes things a lot less painful, a lot less more complicated, if that makes more sense. So those are a few tips, I believe, a few short ones that I think could help a lot of guys, and if there are any girls watching, I imagine they can help you too. But I just want everyone else to know also, the things I discussed in this video don't necessarily reflect me as a person, and I hope my people watching this believe that. Relationships end, and it's one of the most foolish things a guy and a girl can believe is that a first love will last forever. It may feel like it, and it may be the most warm, intense feeling you've ever had in your life, but it doesn't make it any more true. So when it ends, it's not the end of the world. When people say that corny little phrase that everyone hates to hear, there are plenty of fish in the sea, it's fucking true. I mean, there are billions of people on the planet. You're going to find someone else. It's inevitable. Everyone else goes through this shit. And the thing that makes me feel better, I'm not even saying I'm necessarily 100% over this relationship, but the thing that makes me feel better day in and day out is that I know, and this is in regards to anything and any hardship in my life, financials, physical hardship, is that billions of other people on the planet either have it worse or are going through the same thing I am right now. And that makes me feel good about it. Suffering doesn't have to be a horrible thing. Suffering can be a learning experience. It can be something to grow off of. And I encourage everybody watching my videos that happens to be in a suffering position, learn from it as best you can. That's you wallow in pity and you wallow in hate and vengeance. It's not going to serve you well. It's only going to make you a more hateful, spiteful, not so lovable person. So that's my tips to anybody. If you have any insight or anything you want to add on, if you think I'm full of shit, you can tell me. But any insights welcomed, and have a awesome night.